help teach me about this? What is it? A new way?
Happy Halloween!
Yes, folks, it is that time of year for us. It is time for the second annual New Way podcast Halloween special. And if you tuned in last year, you know that this was we thought was going to be an unairable episode. We were pretty sure it was going to be lost among the likes of Kevin Smith and that episode we did with Paul where I had no soundboard running, but we know the soundboard's running this time. So
about halfway through recording that first Halloween
and one
special,
year later, we are here with Nerd Rope Motherfucker.
This is entirely true.
Any more treats?
Oh, that was the wrong drop. But anyway, welcome to the New Way podcast, coming to you from Last Pint Productions studios. We have in studio today Nick Spider-Man Santa Croce in full costume, and we actually are going to have video that we can play alongside of the podcast.
Wow.
I feel like I'm on the Joe Rogan experience.
We are very high tech.
Just wait until Matt goes on a rant about hallucinogenics and
this is true.
deer
this
meat.
is true, and deer meat.
It's true.
Hey, there's somebody else in here.
I'm making my rounds, and we have, of course, we have Ben Wilson now sitting in the Nick chair.
Ben is in
so
hyperdrive in that seat. He's in hyperdrive today.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's weird having you over there. I gotta be honest. And
He's going to take on my overbearing persona of injecting opinions into everything.
Well, and Nick is in full Spider-Man costume. It's just it's
Emphasis on
jarring.
full.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
I have identified.
Can't look
I got to zip up Nick a little bit earlier, and that's the most exhilarating experience I've had all week.
He is vacuum sealed into that thing. There is nothing left to the imagination.
I have
whatsoever.
identified Spider-Man's problem area as the love handle.
He never. That's why he doesn't sit down a whole lot.
No, he
But
doesn't.
as I said earlier, impressive ass dimples. I'm very,
Thank you.
very, very impressed.
Thank you.
And we, of course, also have back in the studio from last Halloween, Beth Wilson, Ben's lovely wife, and she is wearing a multi-invisibility cloak. It's a very. I mean, I didn't even know she was there.
She's the witch. She's the witch frog.
The witch frog? Witch frog?
Witch frog?
It's an inside joke. It's fun for everyone.
Oh, well, that's
I'll bring
great.
you in sometime.
That's
I'll
wonderful.
show you the witch frog.
We are drinking right now the
and you can try that.
this is the Angers.
It tastes like soy sauce.
It tastes like soy sauce.
It's Avery.
Oh, Avery.
The Avery Rumpkin. Is this the 2018 Rumpkin? I'm assuming. If you bought it from this year, yeah.
Soy. I don't know that it tastes like soy sauce, but it is a very potent.
It's that
beer.
rum. It's that rum.
Rum.
It's
Yeah,
that rum barrel
that is.
age.
This is so. What we do in this podcast, or since this is our
Only
second
like-
annual,
Only like 17% alcohol.
yeah, Spider-Man doesn't like it.
It's Peter Parker now.
Oh, sorry.
Took off the masks for better clarity. Wow, that is really weak. That's strong.
Yeah, this is one to get the palate going.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Avery beers, man, they don't mess around. It's
Ooh.
like we used to have a joke where it's just like anytime you open up an Avery beer and drink it by yourself, you're just like, good night, sweet prince.
Yeah, this is like pumpkin bourbon syrup.
Yeah, this is pretty syrupy. We're going to power through this one. But so what we do in this
Yeah,
podcast is
it's good.
we
It's good.
We
It's
have a lot of games and activities planned for this. And if you listened last year, you know, of course we get some drops from last year. That was of course that one and
Any more
this is still the greatest. But I realized when I listened to last year's podcast again that there was a request for a drop on the podcast that we never did. So I did it, and of course I made it a new slurred sophisticate without the slurred trappings on it. We're just going to go right into it. So why don't you have a listen to this one here?
Put it in your mouth before you look at it.
Ooh.
Feels like, oh, that's fucking fantabulous.
I knew Ben would love this. I knew he would.
One of those is a yogurt-covered raisin. Well, or something of the like. This from raisin.
That's so
Candies?
good.
Good God.
One of those.
Do you know what it is, Ben?
No, I have no idea.
Yogurt cover something? Yogurt cover
It's a
raisin?
Charleston Chew.
A Charleston Chew. Oh, yeah.
Now play the slowed down version.
Yeah, that was the request. We do now have this new drop.
A Charleston Chew. Oh, yeah.
I expect to use a lot, but that made me laugh so hard.
Wow, he lit up like a goddamn Christmas
He
tree.
was so excited about that Charleston Chew. But
I
that
know
was
70-year-old men who don't get that excited for Charleston Chews.
I forgot how gross it is to listen to us eat candy.
Oh, so now that this ASMR thing is like really caught on, I think we could have a side business of all this eating and chewing we're gonna do. And if you're easily grossed out by the sound of people chewing, by the way, which normally I am, but I love listening to us do it. It's just wonderful. You're gonna have a
What are
real
they-
hard time with this podcast.
What are they? The mukbangs are real big with the kids, aren't they? Now we're videotaping it.
The mukbangs?
It's where you
Mukbang.
just like eat a shit ton of food.
And you broadcast it live.
Yeah, just,
Gross.
Like
That's terrible.
And it makes weird people like watch you and type messages like you're a cam girl.
Well, we are now. This is episode 70. This is our 70th episode
70.
of The New Way.
Wow.
We were on episode 48 last Halloween, so we're right around the corner from there. But we have a lot to get to this podcast with trick or treating and some other stuff. But I kind of wanted to start up before our palates are messed up. Beth Fincannon issued a statement a while ago that Skittles are a sham, and they are all the same flavor.
Not true.
So,
Not true.
Not
we
true.
are going to do a blind taste test.
can't be.
I do not know what is in each of these. Each of these has one flavor in them. All right?
We cannot look.
We cannot look. So I am gonna start. Well, I guess I don't know how. You want to start? Well, Beth. I'm gonna start with Ben. Ben, you're gonna do number one.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell us if you think you know
So,
what the flavor
I'm
is.
not
so
gonna-
we
I'm-
shouldn't be
look-
looking
not
at
gonna
We
it.
shouldn't. No one look
Are
at
there
Ben.
are there multiples in here?
No, there's only one
There's
flavor.
only one in here.
Tell us
Yeah.
when you're doing it. We'll all close
No,
our
but
eyes.
there are multiple in there.
There are many of the same
Yeah,
flavor.
that's what I meant.
Yes.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right.
just gonna have one.
Yes.
Everyone close your
See
eyes.
it, Nick.
I think I saw that one.
I saw it.
I clearly said, Ben, say when you're going to eat it.
Oh, yeah,
What color? Or
What color is it?
it's orange.
Do you want to hand it to Beth?
It's orange.
I already saw what it is.
Oh, is it orange?
It's orange.
It's orange, but I don't believe that Ben didn't see it.
That's
okay.
a fair point. That's a fair point.
But Nick and I both saw
Give
it.
me any of the
All right.
others.
Here's protocol. Say, I'm about to eat it, and
Here.
everyone closes their eyes, including you, Ben.
Actually, here, how about
Everybody
this?
close your eyes. I'm going to open it with my
right,
eyes
close.
closed
It's
and
closed.
Okay.
feed it to you.
I'm close.
Yes, feed it. Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Usually there's like an hour of foreplay before we get to this part.
Where's your mouth?
Wait. It's lime. It's lime. 100%.
Should I look?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah.
Look, it's lime. 100% it's green.
Okay. Do you want me to say yes or no?
Yes, or say yes or no.
No.
Wow. Is it yellow? Is it lemon?
Is it lemon?
Is it a citrus?
Oh, it's lemon probably.
Okay.
It's yellow. Is what it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Well, we'll chalk it up to Ben being a dumbass.
Well, we know
So
now. We
next
know we've
one-
gone through two of them, so it could be. But clearly,
taste they taste totally different.
All right, we'll do another one. Feed them another one. I like it when you
I
feed them
have even
things.
sent you articles about how the people that make Skittles said they're all the same flavor.
No,
they
they're
just,
not. They're
they're
completely
not.
different
They're
flavors.
lying to you, Ben.
They're infused with different smells. Hold your breath, and I guarantee you can't taste
All right, hold
it.
your breath.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Ben, hold your nose.
Ben,
Hold your
close
nose.
your eyes.
Hold your
Don't
nose.
breathe, and let Beth put that thing in your mouth.
I don't close my eyes too.
All right, I'm gonna stick two in.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, get two in there. Get two in there. Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just do
Why?
the whole podcast like that.
Don't
hear it.
smell
All
it.
right, stop looking.
I want to hear it.
Come on, Ben.
I want to taste it.
This is serious.
Yeah. Mm.
You get the chewing really fast. I usually suck on them a little.
So this is the one I don't like.
Well, which is it? If you know so much.
I think it's the red one.
All right, let's go in for red.
Would anyone else like to try it?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Matt.
there's one of them that I don't like, and this is the one that I don't like.
Okay. Don't look.
I'm gonna close my nose.
Sure.
What are the Skittles colors, though? I mean, there's like... there's red, yellow, green, orange.
I'm not getting any.
He's just sitting there.
It's great. It's great. It's great.
Spider-Man's-
It's great. It's great.
It's great. It's
totally great.
Yeah.
It's completely great.
It's great. You're right.
Don't need the
I don't like it.
It's great. It's great.
Spider-Man was just sitting there in the thwip position, waiting for his Skittles.
It's great.
You're right. It's great.
100% grape. It doesn't taste like any of the other ones.
It does. They all taste completely different.
They have to taste.
You thought it was red.
I'm just. I never
He
said.
did think it was red.
I never said.
I'm not going to look at whatever this is. I'm just going to grab one in there.
I never said that I could distinguish between the different ones. I just said that they all taste completely different from one another.
You said it was one you didn't
There's
like,
red,
and
and
it was
there's
red.
red. There's a cherry.
Well,
there's
that's
cherry.
the only one left.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. There's another one here,
Okay.
which means it would be orange. But let's see if I'm right. I'm right. Cherry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm saying Skittles taste
they,
different.
They definitively taste different.
They don't.
They 100%.
this wasn't a
taste different.
controlled
Well,
testing.
the other problem is that when you said
I
don't
really have-
don't smell, but you can't taste anything if you hold your nose. You have
Yeah.
to have
Listen,
something going on
I'm
here.
firmly in camp. Skittles taste different, but I gotta. This is not a scientific. This is not. I don't think this can be considered
I
official.
think that when the girls have their first science project in school, maybe we have them conduct a scientific experiment.
That's not a bad idea. I like that.
Well, you know that
Look at
all the
Zio.
other kids would love that
Can you,
experiment.
Yeah, no
when
kidding.
you do eat your Skittles, though, can you just reach in and go, or do you have to divide them by color first?
I divide them by color.
Me too.
Because they taste different.
I just go at it like a fucking madman.
Now, I have something to help us cleanse our palate in between these. This is going to be another little taste test here. But I found a new fizzy water for kids called Tickle water. And I thought that was appropriate for Halloween.
That sounds disgusting.
So I'm not going to... It sounds amazing. I don't know what we're going to... This is going to be a blind...
Doesn't this smell like soy sauce?
I understand what you're talking about, yeah. And I don't think it smells like soy sauce particularly, but...
Okay, we're pouring a Tickle water here. I've not looked at what the Tickle water flavor is. And we're going to guess what the flavor is.
Okay.
Is it a real flavor or a silly name?
No, they're real flavors.
Tastes like Tickles.
All right,
Tastes like a tickle
everyone
pile.
drink your Tickles.
Oh my god, Nick, I just totally see your dick.
It's my spider cock.
This doesn't have much of a flavor to it, especially after the Skittles.
Can I taste like lemon lime or...
No.
It tastes melony?
Like Melanie?
Yeah, like watermelon.
No.
Like
Well,
Melanie Griffith?
Or no, like a...
honeydew or watermelon.
Or
I can still taste grape Skittle though.
Cantaloupe?
Good guess. It was watermelon. Well done.
Yeah.
This was
is that a clear can?
Yeah, it's awesome. The cans are the coolest part.
Show the camera.
Oh, there we go. Hey, look at that.
Oh, look at
That's
us.
a clear
Nice.
can.
Video
Very
on the new
nice.
way.
Cute.
Forgot we were being filmed.
Do you guys remember Clearly Canadian?
Yes, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
the greatest. The
Kel-
greatest.
Kelly Krish posted an Insta story of some magical store somewhere in Southern California. It was about 1,400 bottles of Clearly Canadian. I think they still made it.
They came back though.
Did they?
Yeah, maybe it was limited release, but I remember reading an article
Oh,
about
man.
it.
Kind of like Surge.
Well,
Can't make a comeback.
I remember-
Why aren't we drinking any Surge?
I used to go to the All Ball
We drank
Paul
Surge
in the
in,
mall.
in Georgia.
We did.
It wasn't clearly. Wasn't it sweet though?
It was super sweet.
Yeah,
It was
I feel
like
like it would
crazy.
be too sweet for me now.
It's too much sugar. It's like it was pure sugar. It was like Skittle water.
Look,
Fizzy Skittle water.
LaCroix has conditioned you now.
Yes, it has to just
I
subtle.
think
These
the,
are the
like,
90s.
Taste the Canadian rainbow.
All right.
I think like blackberry or something like that was my favorite flavor of Clearly Canadian.
Blackberries. I like the green apple. Was a tasty one.
Was Clearly Canadian entirely sugar, or was it also like one of those aspartame, like half diet drinks?
No,
where
it was
like-
not diet. It was like there was like massive amount of
Okay.
sugar carbs in that one. But
Okay.
another thing that we I've learned this year for Halloween, and I pulled no fewer than 10 sound bites from this, and I urge all of you out there to go watch this if you have not. Is the Paul Lynde Halloween special from 1977.
All right, guys.
And yeah, and what was my favorite is it. So we know we have this great. You're a little loud.
I think everyone's a little loud.
You can turn the. I think it's because the volume got We're not loud.
It got jacked.
It's
It got
the
jacked.
amplifier got loud.
Then I can
What
handle
number
it.
are you?
I can handle it.
He is number 1, I believe.
Damn straight.
Is your no? That's me. Sorry, he messed me number 2.
Oh, that's
You
better.
put me back,
That's
yeah.
great. That's great.
Number 2.
But yeah, I urge you to watch the Halloween special, because as much as I do love our Beth drop, I love it. I realize we might have a new Beth drop from Paul.
You two will love it, because Beth is a monster of a hit.
I think is amazing. And there was another Beth with
It's called Beth.
which is just great.
Wow.
But yeah, it is the greatest special of all time, and Paul says some wonderful things.
Halloween's my favorite holiday.
And then some
You know, there's a real scary holiday coming up. Election Day.
I thought was apropos. But yeah.
Paul Lynn, still so poignant beyond the grave.
Well, and he also had some nice words. Well, not so nice words about last year.
He was the center square.
He listened to our Halloween podcast last year, and this is what he had to say about it.
It was a disaster.
Just not having it.
He went full on Templeton
He
there.
went full on Templeton. But the important thing is that I think we're ready right now for perhaps
Treat?
Trick or treat.
I think it's time to visit our first trick or treat house. I don't know if you want to do one of your
No,
houses
let's
or
start with
mine.
one of yours.
Anyone but the green bag in
Nick has them.
oh, Nick has them next to you.
Nick is the
Is the green bag the
distribution man.
gross bag?
Yes. So hand out purple
Here,
for
toss it.
everyone.
There you go.
It's always a
That
good
purple.
soundbite. Get that purple.
I'm wearing my Ravens jersey today.
And now you can. We went blind last year, so I think
We don't look at it.
you don't look at it.
Ben, don't look at it. I see you looking at it.
I'm not looking at it. I'm opening it right now.
It's hard
Okay,
to get
I'm
my
s-
spidey
you can-
fingers.
you
I'm about
can
to
feel
stick
it.
I can feel it because it's pliable.
Yeah, it's an
So-
interesting feel.
I'm sticking this in my mouth.
Do all of ours look the same?
Right?
Yes.
Well, it's licorice.
Oh no.
Stop doing that. Just stuck her tongue in the hole.
Ugh.
These are Haribo. They weren't supposed to be licorice. They were supposed to just be gummies, but apparently they're
It's licorice.
licorice flavored gummies.
Ugh. Ugh.
I told you my houses are going to be the
My
worst.
spider sense just tingling.
I think that.
Ugh. I hate licorice.
It is really hard to chew.
I think it's
like
supposed to be softer.
it. I think so.
It's got a.
I think it's like
Haribo always has hard gummies though.
It's got like a fruit twang to it that's throwing me off. It's not full licorice.
I think that's what it is. It's supposed to be a pacifier, but doesn't.
Ugh.
It looks like a little penis with a hole in the bottom
well,
of
it
it.
looked like a cock ring to me.
Yeah.
I thought I was sucking on the Prince insignia.
Hold on to that, Beth.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
You're gonna rip right through that. Yeah. So I'm gonna warn everyone. My houses are not good houses. They're more for novelty.
You like the houses that the old lady give out a bag of pennies or Mary Jane's.
By the way, I love this. This is totally my speed.
Ew.
Yeah, see, I like licorice too, so
It's good.
I can
Great
eat
job,
those.
Matt.
Thanks, guys. Now let's go to our first question,
I haven't liked anything.
which
so
is,
far.
and we'll get another beer going. But I'm gonna ask Beth.
Oh boy.
Beth, do you believe in ghosts? And if so,
I
have you ever
believe
had
in
a ghost experience?
Are you asking me that just because that's the question? Or do you really not know the answer either?
I know a answer. I know one of your stories, but I thought
Well,
the
yes,
audience
I-
might like.
I believe in ghosts, and I have had
Many.
encounters. I actually used to live in a haunted house when I was in high school. The house,
But not a malevolent ghost.
no,
Thank you.
A
he
very
was
nice ghost.
Very nice.
But do you have a name?
Dr. Hughes.
Dr. Hughes.
So the house that we lived in was built in 1925, which in Florida is very old.
Yeah. Pre-Hurricane Andrew. That's all I think about it. Pre-Hurricane Andrew construction.
But so when my mom bought the house, they had to disclose that it was haunted, and they didn't tell me for a while because they knew that I would be scared because I was pretty young. And then they finally told me, but I never really noticed a lot of things at first. But then most of the kind of stuff that would happen around the house would be doors opening and closing, things being moved around, not necessarily me seeing things moving around, but you would put something somewhere and come back and it would be somewhere else.
That's
all
weird.
The time.
That's really creepy.
We did have a piano that would play itself, a guitar that would play itself, and not just like open chords, like actual chords.
Like Freebird.
So
You
not
yell
like,
at the ghost.
not like Ben.
But a little fog hat kill you.
So like Ben after people show up to his gigs, not Ben before people show up to his gigs.
But the most prominent thing, because a lot of times all that sort of stuff you could still try to be skeptical about and be like, oh, well, maybe I just forgot that I put that thing there. Or it's an old house, maybe it's just settling and making noises. But one time my mom, my brother, and I were home, and I had been trying to get my brother to go out. I think that our school was doing like an open mic night or something like that, and I was trying to get him to go, and he was just being lazy. And we had like a front room that I think used to be a porch, but then they closed it in, and so he was laying on a futon there. And then, I mean, not really far from me at all, I was sitting on the couch with my mom watching TV, and I heard the whole house was wood floors downstairs and upstairs, and I heard heavy men's footsteps moving around. And so I sat up and looked behind me because I thought, oh, Eddie got up and he's ready to go out, and he was still sound asleep on the couch.